Welcome to Cannabis Science Pub, brought to you by OG Analytical and Oregon's Constant Gardener. And I am your hostess tonight, Erika Winters. So for those of you who are new to Cannabis Science Pub, this is a free educational event that happens every last Tuesday right here at Cosmic Pizza and World Pies. So we start every session with a trivia portion. This month it's sponsored by Dave Sieber of Hemp Shield. We've got some really fun prizes to announce here in a minute. And our questions come from Oregon's Constant Gardener, so we'll dive into that here in a bit. This event was started 1 year ago, almost to the date. It was a brainchild of Bethany Sherman, founder and CEO of OG Analytical. And this intention was to bridge the gap between the desire to know and the know. This industry is literally exploding before our eyes, and we wanted to create a public platform for free education. So we'll dive into trivia here in a bit. We invite the Emerald Trade Alliance up on stage to give us a legislative update. And then we'll have our presenters come to stage. I'll make a couple last announcements, and then we'll dive into our 1 hour networking portion of the evening. So real quick, just to meet our producers. So OG Analytical is a cannabis testing lab here in Eugene. And they have been locally owned and operated since 2014, and they're currently working towards their ORLAP accreditation and licensing. And Roger and Bethany and the entire team at OG Analytical have raised the bar nationally for cannabis safety, and we owe them so much for their hard work and information. And again, I'm Erika Winters with Oregon's Constant Gardener. We're an indoor-outdoor greenhouse retail stores with locations in both Eugene and Springfield. I have the pleasure of doing the community outreach work for Oregon's Constant Gardener, and that means I get to do amazing events like Cannabis Science Pub, and I also teach a monthly class. If you're interested, go see Chris at our booth, and we do have a sign-up sheet today. But none of this would be possible if it wasn't for the generous support of our monthly sponsors. So this month I want to give a big shout out to the Willamette Hemp Company and Wild West Growers. Thank you guys, we couldn't do this without their support. So we really want to hear your feedback on this event, guys. We do read the evaluations. Thank you for your input. And because of your feedback, we have a crisp, clear projector tonight. I want to thank Jim for bringing some equipment tonight so that we can see things a little clearer on stage. So there are survey forms at the OG Analytical booth. And tonight, I want to mix it up a little bit. We want to give away some prizes. So Todd Delato generously donated 2 of his books, the Hemp Cookbook, From Seed to Shining Seed, and they are signed copies. So at the very end of the event, or as you're milling about, please fill out an evaluation form at the OG Analytical booth, and at 9:01 I will be drawing 2 prize winners, so stay around for that. So we'll do our trivia portion, we'll dive into our ETA legislative update, and then I'll go ahead and announce all of our speakers. So we've got a really amazing lineup for you guys tonight. We're going to start with Courtney Moran. She drove all the way down from Portland tonight to tell us a little bit about history and law behind hemp cultivation in Oregon. And yeah, we'll talk to Roger Lothamer, and he'll tell us a little bit about Capital Seed and talk about breeding and cultivation of hemp strains. Next, we'll invite Todd Delato, and he will talk to us a little bit about hemp seed nutrition and sustainable agriculture. And he comes from CAN Research and Education. Very happy to have him tonight. And then we'll round our bases with Dave Sieber, longtime advocate for both cannabis and hemp, also the owner of Hemp Shield. And as we get into our trivia here in just a minute, we will be winning Hemp Shield samples. And you guys, these are limited edition collectibles. It's a 2-part deck finish and sealer. So if you win, I'll send you to Dave's booth right here in the middle to collect your prize. Without further ado, let's dive right into trivia. So what does the THC percentage content have to fall below to be considered industrial hemp? First hand right there, and I have a microphone that's going to be coming to you.
0.3.
One more time.
0.3%.
0.3%. The threshold sits a little higher. I saw a hand in the blue shirt right here. Is, no.
0.0.
Not quite. And I am going to lean on my experts in the room to fact check all of these trivia questions. Leanne?
0.6.
0.6. The threshold sits a little higher. All right. Todd, if no one else gets it, it's yours. There's a hand right behind you. Microphone's coming round.
0.3%.
3% was correct, with the exception of West Virginia, and that's 1%, but it's not federally recognized.
Can you say that again, but a little slower?
It is 0.3%. The first respondent was correct.
Well, I stand corrected. So my information states that the THC content has to be below 1%. So the ceiling I was looking for was 1%. Is that incorrect?
That's scientifically accurate, but not accurate from a policy standpoint.
This is layered. I'm glad we're getting into this tonight. No, this is great, and I really appreciate the input. So the THC content has to be below 1%. It sounds like that 0.3% threshold does stand true. Industrial hemp has a THC content ranging from 0.05 to 1%, while cannabis typically ranges from 3% to 30%. So this was information I got off the North American Industrial Hemp Council, and it does sound like there are different layers we need to peel apart today in tonight's talk. All right, so our prize winner, who was our first responder? All right, please see Dave Sieber at the Hemp Shield booth for your prize. All right, next up. What year did Oregon legalize hemp cultivation? And what was the House bill number? This is a two-parter. And thank you. This is why you're here, Courtney. Thank you. All right, no hands? Does anybody want to try the year? All right, Leanne. No. Other hands? Any other takers? Shoot in the dark. Not 77. What was your answer? No, sorry. No, but I love your creativity. Right up front? 2015, so that is not the information I have. There were some policy changes, I believe. 2014 is not what I'm looking for either. I got another hand, Dave. What was that? 676. Okay, so this is the information I have. Please fact check me here. So 2009 is the information I've been given. House Bill 4060 from Kate Brown. Would you like to give us a quick update?
Okay, Oregon did legalize hemp in 2009. It was actually Senate Bill 676, but we just revised the Industrial Hemp Law with House Bill 4060 this year, and it was signed into law on March 29th.
Well said. Well said. Alrighty, so I don't believe I had a winner on that one, did I? 2000, was there a 2014? Oh, please collect your prize. Dave Sieber in the green shirt right behind you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, next question. How long is the current term for a hemp production license in Oregon? Looking for new hands. How long is the current term? Right in the back? 1 year is correct. Thank you very much. And did you? Yeah. I've got something else at the Constant Gardener booth for you. So yeah, come check in with me in a little bit here. All right, so 1 year. Terms used to be 3 years. 2015 and earlier registrants may receive grandfathered in terms throughout their previously registered 3-year term. Is that your understanding, Courtney? Fantastic. All right, 1 year winner in the back. Thank you very much. All right, name 3 other states that issue licenses for industrial hemp cultivation in the United States. Looking for 3 other states. I got 2 there, I believe. I'm looking for, is Kentucky? Oh, is it? Okay, Thank you, Courtney. All right, so I've got Colorado, South Carolina, Connecticut, Maine, North Dakota, and Vermont. I was not aware of Kentucky. Thank you very much. Please win a prize, Kathy, and go see Dave Sieber. All right, true or false? Hemp is considered a Schedule I drug by the U.S. federal government. I need hands. I got a new hand all the way in the back, and there's a microphone coming your way.
True.
Thank you. That was a little bit of an easy one. Please win your prize at the Hemp Shield booth there. So according to the Controlled Substance Act of 1970, hemp became classified as a Schedule 1 drug. However, there is legislation that has been introduced to remove hemp from this list. Thank you very much for your answer. All right. Ballpark, and I mean really shoot for the moon. Ballpark, the number of uses for industrial hemp. 1 billion. It's a little high, a little high. What else we got? Currently discovered. A little higher, a little higher. A little higher.
I was gonna say 200.
I've got a, pardon?
I was gonna say 200 or something like that.
It's higher. You want to take one more stab at it? Shoot for the moon.
1,000.
Higher, still.
Wow.
I got a hand right here in the white tank top up front. Microphone's coming your way.
Unlimited.
Unlimited? I like the way you think. I like the way you think. I do want a quantification, and the answer was stated over here by Kathy. 25,000 is the figure that I got. So that includes food, cosmetics, plastics, and biofuel have all been reported, to name a few. So Kathy, you get two-part systems of hemp shield today. You might be able to finish that deck. Thank you so much. Thanks for playing trivia with me, you guys. I always love this part of Cannabis Science Pub. And next, I'd like to invite Charles Weller and Ben Naldoni to stage from the Emerald Trade Alliance, a local trade group, business advocacy group. Constant Gardener was members all throughout 2015, and I can't tell you how much I learned. The amount of information that these folks compile, digest, and send out to the world is just incredible. So without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Ben and Mike Grunzian and Charles.
Hey guys, we are the Emerald Trade Alliance. I'm Benjamin Nadolny, Fox Hollow, Flora, and also the Emerald Trade Alliance. The Emerald Trade Alliance was formed about a year and a half ago in response to cannabis becoming legal in the state of Oregon. We wanted to make sure Eugene, Oregon, and Lane County and surrounding areas had a voice in all of this, and try to get cannabis business professionals together to have some serious conversations about some serious stuff. So if you want to come join us, the first Thursday of every month, we have a meeting at the side room at the wetlands from 7 to 9 p.m. It's a networking meeting, great, it's a great time to meet other people in your industry. Folks can answer your questions, people solve problems for each other, it's pretty cool. We have a few things we want to kind of discuss tonight. I'm going to be real quick, and I'm going to start off by just kind of commenting about the OHA reporting. Hopefully everybody's had an opportunity to take care of their reporting. If you're, if you have any questions about do I need to report or any of that type of thing, you can come to the table after the event tonight, and we can definitely help you through that. But if you haven't reported, I would kind of start on there now. And if you have any immediate questions, I would put them to the OHA. Just send an email to the OHA. That will kind of protect you just in case there are issues that just don't avoid it. So again, if you have questions about the OHA reporting stuff, you can come see the table after the event tonight. Charles Weller.
I'm Charles. I'm with Critical Source, Green Sea Distribution, and the Myriad Nectars product line. Also with the Emerald Trade Alliance. It's been a wild roller coaster ride with all the regulatory changes that we've seen from the OHA and the OLCC coming down from the legislature. It's been a pleasure to work with all of the local people, in the Eugene, Lane County area, really across the state, to do everything that we can to make certain that appropriate regulations are coming across and translating to make a robust industry occur here in Oregon. And it's at this point in time, what we have is we've got Oregon Liquor Control Commission, Oregon Health Authority have really done a lot of hard work at this point in time. We now have what could be considered some of the most stable regulations in the industry in relation to what we've seen over the past 18 months, 2 years almost since Measure 91 was passed. And at this point in time, coming out to some of these Emerald Trade Alliance meetings, continuing to do what you can to help us work with the rest of the industry to make sure that this continues to move along in a progressive manner and continue the dialogue and the conversation with the OHA, with the OLCC, with the legislature, and in relation to hemp, especially with the Oregon Department of Agriculture. We had the pleasure of having Sonny Jones from the ODA come out. It's a local representative from Eugene to our meeting this past Thursday for the Emerald Trade Alliance. She had a lot of really wonderful things to talk about in relation to how regulations are moving forward and how hemp is starting to really flourish and the opportunity for hemp is starting to flourish here in the state. And again, we invite all of you to do what you can to come out. Our first Thursday meeting of the month is an open meeting, and it's a great opportunity to be able to network and meet with other people in the industry.
My name is Mike Redzian. I'm an ETA member, a moderator of the meeting. Just remember, first Thursday of the month, wetlands, there is strength in numbers. I'm also the owner of the beverage company, we make can and tonic lemonade. I could not operate my company without the relationships and information that I've gleaned from being a member of ETA. It's just awesome. If you have any interest in a business aspect of the cannabis industry, it's the place to be, particularly locally. And we have a lot to offer here in Eugene at Wetlands, 7 p.m., first Thursday of the month.
First Thursday, 7 p.m., Wetlands Side Room. Thank you all so much, and thank Erika. I mean, this event's been going on for like a year now, right? A little over a year. Bethany Sherman, who's with the most amazing young lady right now, and Erika's been doing such a great job at taking over this event and making sure that it's run strong, because this is so important for the community. So yeah, make sure you tell your friends about all this. Last Tuesday of every month. Okay, thank you guys. Enjoy the event.